Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of the Highland Fling we are starting season 11 here at Wick Academy, our second season in the championship, and we are away to Kilmarnock, so a really tough opening day fixture for us. We have had a busy enough summer. We have brought in a number of new players. If we look at the club info here, just media prediction at the start of the summer window was for a 10th place finish. So that's bottom of the table and automatic relegation. But if we go to the season preview, you'll see we are tipped to finish 9th after our summer's work. We are 151 to win the title. We are ahead of newly promoted St Mirren, who are bottom now and predicted to get automatically relegated. Falkirk won the playoff to stay in the championship, and then Dundee and Queen's Park dropped down from the Premiership. So it is a packed division again. Really tight at the top between Dundee, Queen's Park, Inverness, Rate Rovers for the title. Kilmarnock in there too. Then a bit of a gap back to Peterhead, Arbroath, Falkirk, and then ourselves and St Mirren. So yeah, there's going to be a split in this division for sure between the bottom half and the top half. For us, we want to try and push towards finishing well clear of relegation. We finished 8th last season. If we can finish above that and consolidate our place in the championship, that would be a huge boost for us. If we look at our finances, they're not in great shape. So we're 80,000 in debt going into the start of this season. We didn't spend much of our transfer budget. We actually sold a couple of players. We actually made a net profit. We're the only team in the division, I'll show that in a minute, to make a net profit over the transfer window. We are under our our wage budget, I should say, by 3,000. We are spending now 20,000, and we're not the lowest in the division. So if we actually go and look at that detail for us, we'll see it here down at the bottom somewhere. Yeah. So if we look at the net transfer spend, there we are. We're top of the net transfer spend. £888 profit made in the transfer window, more than any other team. No team made a profit in this spell. And then if we look at salary, we're off the bottom. Newly promoted St Mirren are the lowest spending. We're spending just over £1 million per year, and that is just under double what Dundee are spending. It's actually more than almost treble what Dundee are spending. The nearest team to us, Falkirk, are there. So yeah, we're in this middle battle, definitely in the finances for sure. And yeah, it will be interesting to see how that goes over the summer, or over the season I should say. Over the summer we did rechange our staff completely, brought in new people in our coaches, just to upgrade that completely, and then in our recruitment, including bringing in former Scotland manager Craig Levine as our director of football, and he has managed to find us a few good signings over the summer. But yeah, we have all new physio department as well, medical department, and yeah, all revitalised and ready for this championship season. That was good work over the summer. And then in terms of fixtures played over the summer, we played a couple of friendlies, and then we went into League Cup action where we beat Forfar 6-1, including 4 goals for Greg Monaghan. We beat Kilty Hearts away from home 5-0. We then lost to Dundee 3-2. Weren't really in that game. A late goal from Ethan Duncan made it look better than it was, but 3-2 defeat. We beat Dunfermline though 2-1 away from home, and that was enough to see us through for the first time out of the group stage of the League Cup as one of the best runners up. We are through to the knockout stage of it, the second round, where we would be away to Hearts, but the money we'll get from getting that far will be much needed this season as we try and not be in too much debt at the end of the season, and not be in a crippling position. But yeah, that was our League Cup season, and now we go on to take on Kilmarnock in our first game. Kilmarnock tipped to be one of the teams pushing for promotion. Just a look at our dynamics. We did bring in a lot of new players, so our cohesion is a little bit down at the start of the season. Atmosphere is okay. Managerial support is pretty good. So as I said, we brought in a number of new players, and I suppose it's time to get looking at them. So Wallace Beard will continue in goal for us. He is solid enough goalkeeper for us last season. Let's hope he can grow and develop even more. Billy Aiken is going to continue at right back. He came in at right back midway through last season, done really well, showed he can be reliable at this championship level, so he will continue at right back. But we have a new centre back partnership, and it starts off with Deji Elaware. He is a new signing for us. He comes in on a free. His last club was in Australia, but he also was at Rate Rovers in the Scottish Premiership. Didn't play for them, only played 2 in Australia as well, with 7.90 rating. When he was at Bromley in England, he was a pretty consistent performer in League 2. So hopefully he can be a good player for us. We'll take a closer look at him now. So his attributes pretty decent. Good heading, good marking, good tackling. His mentals are decent. His physicals are pretty decent. 6'5" with a jump reach of 15 and a bit of pace, 12 pace, 11 acceleration. So I think he is pretty decent. If we compare him to Jack Kingdon, who was our leading centre-back over the last couple of seasons. You can see he is definitely an all-round upgrade on Jack Kingdon. So if we get back to the starting lineup, his partnership is going to develop with a new player. Aidan Leach comes in at centre-back. Former Hibernian man, was at Peterhead as well. Pretty decent, I think. Good heading that can improve, hopefully. Marking 12, tackling 14, good bravery, good leadership. He's already developed more physically, 6'4", with a jump reach of 14, so we have plenty of height now at the back, at centre-back, which is good for us. And again, if we compare him to Leadingham, I suppose, he's taking the place of, you can see in some areas Leadingham is better defending slightly, but physically, aerially, a better player in Leach, and all round I think he'll grow a bit as well at 21. I think he's a really good signing in at centre back. And we have a new left back as well, on loan from Leicester in England. It is John Dix. He comes in at left back, only signed a couple of days before the season opener, so his match sharpness is a bit low, but crossing a 10 is decent enough, marking a 10, tackling 12 and technique a 12. Good anticipation at 10 that might develop more with game time. 17 determination was really good, bravery of 16, and again 6'1", jump reach of 14, good height at the back. Hopefully he can be our man at the back. So if you compare him to Bernard Root, who had taken over that position, you can see it's close, but it is an upgrade all round in speed, vision, attacking technique. Just a little bit down on defending, which hopefully will get better over the season. So that's a three back four new players in there. And we go into the midfield, a couple of new players. Starting off is a new right winger called Les Marlow, because Luke Glacken has an injury. Luke Marlow has come in really as the backup. Rory Shaw has left. Les Marlow comes in. Good crossing at 12. Dribbling at 9 isn't as good as you'd want. First touch is okay at 11. Passing a bit is a bit disappointing. Technique at 13, decent enough. Look at their acceleration and pace. 9 pace, 12 acceleration. As I said, he's very much a backup. 5'7", jump reach 9. He's not going to be an aerial threat, but hopefully he's decent enough. Former Peterhead player, so we've actually robbed a few players from Peterhead. League 2 was his main spell in Scotland, so it's a bit of a jump up from. But as I said, he will mainly be a backup. Kieran Curran continues in midfield. That's the ball-winning midfielder, but he has a new partner. Gabriel Paul left to go back to Luton, so we brought in another player on loan, Kevin David. They say never trust a man with two first names, but yeah, we're going to trust him in midfield. Playing a big wage of 2.1 per week on him. A lot of down arrows here, which is a bit disappointing to see, but he's had a really good pre-season. 4 goals in 4 games in the League Cup. Good passing at 16 for that playmaker role will be really important. Good tackling at 13. Balance of 16 is his big physical, but he's also got a bit of pace about him. It's 5'9" with a jump reach of 6. Again, not going to be an aerial threat, but hopefully he can be a pretty decent player. If we compare him to Kieran Curran, although they play 2 different roles, you can see they match up probably perfectly in what we need, with Kieran Curran being the better defender and in the air, and then we have Kevin David for the passing, the speed and the attacking in that midfield partnership. On the left wing, Mark Turner will continue for us there. Jim Kennedy, we've tried to loan him out during the off-season. We brought in a new player in this man here, Georgios Vajas. He is a German winger who was at Nottingham Forest, released on a free. We spotted him, the scouts spotted him I should say, and yeah, good acceleration at 13 and pace at 13, good crossing at 13. 23-year-old, he mightn't develop much more. Definitely a decent backup for Mark Turner, and yeah, we might see him during the season. So up front, our captain Greg Monaghan continues. Lots of goals in pre-season, 7 goals in the League Cup for him. Our captain will be vital this season, and alongside him on loan from Blackburn Rovers is Callum Bell. 14 finishing, 12 composure. Acceleration and pace isn't great, but 6'2", jump reach of 14, aerial threat, and we have brought a lot more height into our team, and hopefully he will develop into a really good striker for us. So new players who are on the bench include Elijah Smith as the backup goalkeeper. Maxwell Moses left on a free transfer. Elijah Smith comes in from Southend, former Blackburn player too. Decent backup for us, and that will hopefully help us when we need him. New players on the bench. Matthew Craig is a good midfielder, 30-year-old Scottish midfielder, coming from Peterhead again, but he's actually, I think he was at Scotland, or he was in Australia, and then he went to Peterhead and didn't really play. He played a few 33 games in the Championship 2 seasons ago, 27 games in the Championship last season. So yeah, decent Championship standard midfield backup, and as I said, he's really good in lots of areas and really can come into the team and make a difference, I hope. 6'2", jump reach of 13 again, so yeah, more height in this team. We're going to hopefully be dangerous from set pieces. Another midfield threat here, Jamie Williamson, comes in from Dundee. Good all-round player, good backup for us, in on a free, not big wages, only £525. He's a really good backup midfielder to have for us, and he will get game time throughout the season. And then that is all for new players, and that is everyone we have signed. Just to say, we did let go a few good players, as I said. If we look at the transfer history, so Byron Nee never really played, but we got 2.6 thousand for him. And then we go back before the season ticked over and down to the bottom here. Chris Taylor, who we brought in as a left back. Yeah, it didn't really work for us. 5'9" jump reach of 4 was a big concern. We sold him for 5,000 to St Johnstone, and he's in their reserve team at the moment. So that's the catch-up done for the summer. Let's get to the season opener away against Kilmarnock. So here we are at Rugby Park for this season opener. It's going to be a tough one. Kilmarnock, one of the teams tipped to be pushing the newly relegated teams for the title. Ourselves battle probably towards mid-table. We just want to be clear of relegation and not make it such a struggle this season. We did have a few games to spare last season at the end of the season, and plenty of points from Falkirk, but Falkirk have gone top of the table at the start of this season. Here we go, new season, new ambitions. Can we start with 3 points? Kilmarnock keeper has the ball here, 4 minutes gone, coming up to 5 minutes, and he's going to go long with this, and we will see our area presence maybe now. Hopefully it's towards Kieran Corney, heads it down towards Marlowe. It's intercepted by McKinstry though. McKinstry onto the edge of the box, gets turned, he's going to get a shot away here. McKinstry fires over. That was a little bit too easy. Throwing for Kilmarnock here, 28 minutes gone. Miller down the line to Guest, back to Miller. Miller on the ball, cross-field ball to Toby Collier. Oh, hits him on the back, and David can intercept it up to Bell. Now can Callum Bell bring us forward? He can, into their half. He's going to cut it back to Billy Aiken now, and we can try and go down this line. Bell into David in midfield towards Marlowe. Marlowe has a bit of space. Monaghan makes the run, ball on top. Greg Monaghan, can he finish?
Greg Monaghan, the Nets' his best friend, scoring wonders. It's a game that won't end. Top scorer, captain, the town's heartbeat. With Greg on the field, no team's complete.
Lovely first touch, then the finish. The captain puts us in front, 1-0. Right in possession for Kilmarnock, back to Jones to Miller. 5 minutes of the first half remain. McKinstry here on the ball as they try and get level before half time. McKinstry getting a bit of space here. Marlowe trying to track back, cross the edge. But Guess shot is deflected, but Wallace Beard makes the save. Billy Aiken with a throw in here. 3 minutes of the half remain, into the box. David gets cross. Turner's there, lovely header. Oh, he couldn't keep it down though. That's a sitter. Goal kick for Kilmarnock to go along with it. Can we win it in the air? We can't, but it falls to Kilmarnock. Can we get a ball here? No. Bouncing around, and finally Kilmarnock will take it down. Miller for them, plays it through to McKinstry, who has looked dangerous in this half. Ball towards Warnock, Leach cuts it out. It's back with Toby Collier to McKinstry, now to Guest, and Jones as Kilmarnock applying pressure towards the end of this first half. It is Megwa through to Reid. He's in the box, he gets the shot away, and Wallace Beard gets fingertips to it, tips it over the bar, and that is threatening from Kilmarnock, and we hopefully can defend this set piece. We should be okay height-wise this season from these sort of areas. Let's see what happens. Leach wins the header. Marlowe will chase out Reid to Toby Collier. Good tackle from Marlowe. And it goes out for another corner kick. It hit the corner flag and goes out. I thought it might have stayed in there. So we'll have another set piece to defend. 2 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half. Toby Collier takes this corner kick to the far post. Right is there. He wins the header. Wallace Beard makes a brilliant save. Monaghan gets it clear. Our keeper saving us there. Wasn't good defending from that corner kick, and it is half time, so that save is massive because it means we're 1-0 up at half time. Throw in here for Kilmarnock. They're going to go long into the box. Out comes Wallace Beard and claims it. Really good goalkeeping 10 minutes into the second half, and that will ease some pressure here, and maybe now we can build an attack. He rolls it out to Leach. Leach with a long ball towards nobody really, and Kilmarnock have possession. Guest has it. Guest to Forrester, back to Jones. Kilmarnock looking for something here early in this second half. 10 minutes gone. Forrester on the ball, and our patient Megwa has it now. He is going to bring it forward to right. Has a bit of space here now. He can maybe pick out a pass to Reid. He can. Reid plays it into the box. Guest is there. Guest is going to the byline. Cuts it back to Reid. Reid clips it to right on the edge of the box. Collier into Guest. The shot is bouncing around the box. Dix clears it. Monaghan will win the header. No, he won't. Collier has it. Dix with a tackle in the box. Referee thankfully doesn't point at the spot. We stay ahead, but we have a corner kick to defend here. Guest to take it. Can we get this clear? In comes Guest to the far post. It's won by Wright onto the roof of the net. We stay ahead. Miller here with another long throw into the box. And again, Wallace Beard went to comfort, but Monaghan heads it clear. Falls to Miller. Miller with the shot from distance. Oh, that was a good effort. Thankfully, it's off target. Free kick for Warnock here. 66 minutes gone. He hits the crossbar. Miller hits it. Beard, what a save. Oh, the offside flag went up anyway, but that was a fantastic save from Wallace Beard. John Dix here with a throw in, and he picks out Matthew Craig, who's just come on in midfield. Dix with a cross to the far post. Marlowe's there. Yes! Oh, what a goal. Les Marlowe puts us 2-0 up away at Kilmarnock. A debut goal for him. And what a cross from Dix there, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. What a ball that was. Dix here picks out Matthew Craig. So 2 new players linking up. Craig back to Dix. This cross is outstanding. And Marlowe is there, heads it home, and we have a 2-goal lead. Corner kick for Kilmarnock here. 50 minutes to go. If they pull one back now, we'd be in for a nervy ending. Cross that far post again. Wright is fouled by Leach, is he? Yes, pushed in the box. Leach on his debut, giving away a penalty. He's been under pressure at that far post from Wright all game long, and he buckled there, gives away the penalty. Can Wallace Beard save it? Miller stepping up. Oh yes, Wallace Beard on opening day saves a penalty, and that's what I meant about him hopefully developing even more in goals. Brilliant penalty save. Now Steedman will cross it in, surely to the far post. It goes out of play from the corner kick. We get away with it. Kick here, Wallace Beard to take it 9 minutes ago to Leach, who gets away with giving away that penalty for now. Here's Williamson, who's come on to make his debut. Ball forward towards Monaghan, bit too long, and it'll come back to Wright in midfield to Steedman for them. He plays it to McKinstry, but Jack Kingdon, who's come on at right back, boots it away. Forrester hits him on the back, falls here to Ethan Duncan, who's come on. Here's Les Marlowe. Marlowe, he's going to take on his man here, try and get across into the box. Marlowe looks for options, gets it in. Greg Monaghan is there. Monaghan wins the header, but it's straight at McCorry. In goal. Kick on the far side. Steedman to take it. Goes to the edge of the box to Reid. He's in space. He gets a shot, but Wallace Beard makes another brilliant save. He's on an 8.4 after that penalty save. He really wants a clean sheet, up to an 8.7 now. Cross the edge of the box again. We're asleep. Reid again. This time he goes back to Steedman. Cross the far post. It's offside. It's 4 minutes to go to hold on for an opening day win. We have 15 seconds to go. We're going to start the season with a win here away to Kilmarnock. What a boost this is. Miller with the long throw into the box. Steedman wins the header. It's on to the roof of the net. The threat is over there. Surely the full-time whistle is going to go here. Not only 3 points, but a clean sheet here at Rugby Park. What a start to the season, and what a start for some of the new players like John Dix with that brilliant cross. Les Marlowe with the second goal. Leach giving away the penalty was a bit disappointing, but he seemed to be under pressure at those corner kicks from Wright, which is a bit of a worry. But there's the full-time whistle. We get an opening day win, 2-0 here against Kilmarnock. Well, there's a sight we're not likely to see too many more times this season. Wick Academy are top of the championship. 1 game played, 3 points on the board, a win away against Kilmarnock. A fantastic way to start the season, and for the new players to settle in, and hopefully we can continue that level of performance before the next episode and during the next episode. So before the next episode, we have games at home to Inverness, at home to St Mirren, and then Hearts in the Challenge, or the League Cup, second round away from home. And then in the next episode we're going to come back with 2 league games, one against Arbroath away from home, the team that's supposed to be around us in the table towards that relegation battle, and then Dundee, heavily tipped to get back promoted to the Premiership. We play them at home. Could we get some more points on the board and create another shock? If you did enjoy this episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and that people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback on the opening day fixture and the summer business in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow and helps you catch every episode of the Highland Fling. And until the next one, please take it easy.